What is it like to be married? Part 2. Well, as I said before in the prior, we have been together 10 years and we know a thing or three. I'm Shauni, and this is my hubs.
Mondi.
And we're going to let you know exactly how it is to be married when we get right back. 6 seconds ago. All right, what is it like to be married? Part 2. Yes. In the first one, we got into some things, like some foundational things that you need to be looking out for. Communication is always a must. Now we're going to get into a little nitty-gritty. What you had to say? That better not be bad. I'm telling you that right now. I'm just playing. No. That's serious. Tell it like it is.
I mean, marriage in the beginning stages of our marriage was not easy. We were adversaries. We were adversaries who loved each other.
Yes. Isn't that terrible? But that's what it was.
Yes.
We was busting heads.
Yes. It was not an easy thing to deal with. You feel like your manhood is getting challenged.
And I feel like, I was independent. And like, you testing me. Okay? Like, it's the Sean show over here. Okay? And he's like, no, this is the Mondi show.
That's right.
So you can imagine how that went.
Yeah, it was not easy.
But we had that foundational stuff down.
True facts. We did.
That was from jump.
Yes, that was the one thing that we identified with each other.
Yes.
Foundations. We knew automatically that person had the same or similar foundation
goals that we have in life.
Yes.
Right off the top.
Yes.
Okay? And then come to boo. Come to boo, because now you got to learn how to get along. And we're talking about 2 alpha people here.
Yes.
Okay? We are like, no, my way.
And the only way.
Okay, so you can imagine this here.
Yes.
Okay? But the thing we had foundational situation already together. You feel me? And we were friends.
First and foremost.
We had some good fun. Let me tell you something. You with somebody who ain't no fun.
It can be
Give me now!
Exactly.
Give me now! I know! I cannot be no fuddy-duddy. That's in my foundation. Got to be fun.
That's right. And we had the desire and the whole feeling of wanting to have fun at all times.
Yeah.
In spite of whatever it is we were going through.
Whenever we wasn't mad. Okay? We had massive fun whenever we wasn't mad.
That's true.
Right?
We weren't mad.
Whenever we weren't mad, we had massive fun, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you have your foundational things down packed from the beginning, even though you have some trouble, because we had knockdown drag-outs, like verbal assassin type. You know what I mean?
Bar.
Crazy. Okay, but we made it through, and it took us years to make it through, but what kept it together was foundationally our goals were the same for ourselves, our future, and our future family.
Exactly.
Okay? And we were friends, and we had some good fun.
And another thing we had, which I think is key in your foundation, is you both have to have the desire to be better than what you were before.
Yes.
You both have to have the desire to want to be a better person.
Yes.
And if that means learning some things, sucking up your pride.
Yes.
Taking some abuse verbally.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I be talking about.
Exactly. But it was a rough road, but it had its highs and its lows. But no matter what, we still pulled back to that same thing, that one thing that we had in common.
We knew what we had to do to get her done.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing that helped us to get over the hump of fighting all the time, verbally fighting all the time, was we went through a crazy, tragic situation, right? Where we had to pull tight and come together very close. And at that point, we knew Because when you go through the trials and you go through the fire with somebody and you get on the other side of it, you're like, we're still here.
We still here.
You know what I mean?
You ain't gone.
We did that. We both still here.
That's right.
You get a whole brand new respect
That's right.
for the person that you're with. And let me just say this. Even though you go through a whole bunch in your relationship and it's not easy, nothing worth having, you have gotten it easy.
True.
Okay? And the fact of the matter, if you got it easy, you're easier to let it go.
That's right. You didn't have any kind of struggle to get it, so you can't really appreciate its true value.
Right. Right. There's no success without failure. Okay? It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen in the relationship. Now, can you come through on the other side of it, right? Two people willing and trying to work through the thing. It takes two. Because one ain't going to cut it.
Right.
If you doing all the weight pulling by yourself, you're going to get tired. And the other person sitting back on the couch and somebody about to be mad. No.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna be mad.
It takes two.
And there's going to be resentment there.
Yes.
If one person feels like they're doing more in the relationship
Yes.
to pull the relationship forward, there's going to be resentment.
Yes, indeed. We talk about communication so much because it is so important. This is not cliche as it sounds.
Communication.
It is a must in a relationship. Communication is a must in a relationship to get through it as smoothly as humanly possible.
Yes.
Okay? Because you got one want to talk and work it out and one resisting or one it's just going to be a tragic mess.
Yes.
Okay? So communication, you have to have right from the start and stick this in your foundational list.
Yes.
You got to have somebody who is a good and effective communicator.
Right.
Because this is a massive key to staying together happily in a marriage many, many years later.
Yes.
It is a must. No?
Yes, and if one person is a very good communicator, the one who's not needs to be willing to learn how to be a better communicator.
Yes.
Because, some people just think of that as just talking.
Yes. Very different.
Just talking is not communication.
Very different. Because sometimes people talk to me and I am just like, right? When I'm thinking about something else. Okay? I got to ask people around me, what did they say?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about something else. And if you two are just looking at communication as talking, two people saying some words to each other and the other go, this is not communication. Okay? And a lot of times people communicate defensively. That we ain't saying that we don't know.
Exactly.
Okay? We both communicated defensively. You listen just enough to hear your rebuttal. Okay? You listen just enough to say, oh, I know he didn't just say that. Nobody's not even listening to the person. Okay? You're preparing for a defense. Okay? Straight away. As soon as they're talking, you just get enough to you will see. Now that
Yes.
Okay? That's not communication. Okay?
It's hearing that other person.
It is hearing that other person. Trying to understand their viewpoint. Trying to understand where they're coming from. Trying to understand how it's making them feel. Okay? And then you evaluate if you could have done something to make that a reality for them. Okay? Because if they're talking to you about it, they got a problem. And they're coming to you to try to fix it. Now, if you're not the person that can communicate and you just, listening just enough to get a defense going, y'all ain't gonna never work that out.
No, because you're not getting a full understanding of what that person is saying.
No, and that resentment.
Yes.
Grow.
Yes.
And grow.
Yes.
And grow.
And then you're stuck on your view of how that person is, and without actually seeing them for who they are and where they are in their pain and how they would like for you to change, and what your change would mean for the relationship.
Absolutely. Everybody is out for self. That's not how marriage works. Okay? Self is single. See that? Self, single. You see? They begin with the same letter for a reason. Because they the same. You gonna be single if you stay selfish.
That's right.
Because that can't be in a marriage. It just can't be in a successful and happy marriage.
Right. Because that other person is going to have that resent, and it's going to show in how they feel, how they communicate you. Do they look you in your eye? Are they loving on you? Are they in your space and making you feel good?
Absolutely.
Are they like, huh?
Yeah, okay. Hey.
Okay.
You home?
Oh,
Okay. My God. And then a lot of times people don't even know themselves why they don't want to be close to their partner. It's because you got underlying resentment that hasn't been resolved, and you think it went away just because you tried to forget about it. That's not how the brain works. Once it is there, it is there. You might put it on the back burner, but there's always going to be that one word or that one phrase or that one gesture from that person that triggers you back to that resentment that you have unbeknownst to you. That's why it's so important to communicate and work that thing out. I mean down to the you stepped on my toe Tuesday and that really hurt. Okay? Down to that.
Oh, the way they chew. You hear the way they chew.
Please.
It's just a
You snap one more time, I'm leaving the table and never coming back. Okay, clear?
Exactly.
Exactly.
You just don't, you don't want to go down that path. So what we're trying to say, guys, is that if you have a foundation of like-minded things that you want inside of the relationship,
Yes.
with each other,
The important things, not the looks. If they rich, can they buy me a Birkin bag? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
People can grow to that level.
Yes.
Okay? And so can you, by the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even more respect there if you work in your side of the situation. You feel me?
Right.
I ain't saying nothing wrong with you wanting the Birkin bag. Look, get you what you want.
Get your bag.
Don't bother me a bit. Trust me when I tell you. But what I'm saying, you want a long-term, happy, loving relationship, your first priority list need to be foundational, goal-oriented things that you have in common with that person.
That's it.
Gotta have it. Y'all got to be good friends, and y'all have to be excellent communicators.
And that doesn't mean that y'all both like the color blue.
Nope.
Y'all both like the same ice cream.
Nope. And please, I'm not wearing lime green because you wearing lime green. Not doing it. I'm not putting the kids in lime green. We're just not doing it. Okay? Not my zhush. Okay? We can be cohesive, but we cannot be the same. You understand what I'm saying?
What you got against lime green?
You know that 90s. Remember when you used to go to the thing with your friend? Y'all used to wear the exact same thing.
Yes.
Back in the 90s.
Oh my gosh. You wear polka dot, I wear polka dot.
Yes. Oh, we gotta get us a spray painted pullover. Remember they used to spray paint the pullovers?
Hey, that was shirt kings.
Exactly. But as we were saying, we sometimes we get off.
We get off
It
on
just,
tangents.
just how it is over here when you're watching over here.
That's right.
But those three things you must have down pat.
Yes.
The first list and the first priority list you should have is foundational things, okay? Do you guys have the same goals? Do you guys want a family? Do you guys want children? To spank or not to spank? Religion or no religion? Politics or no politics? Pork, no pork. Ham, no burger. It is what it is, okay? You got to have them, okay? And the superficial list comes secondary to that. You know, if they have some of that stuff on that superficial, okay, now you in there.
Or they could be both superficial, which is good, because they both are feeling that same way about
Yeah,
it.
but it ain't gonna last.
No, it's not a foundational.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna last. That's the whole point of the whole situation.
Sure.
You can get what you want on the surface level, but if you don't have the foundation, it just falls apart because y'all are in two different directions. You thinking two different things. You want two different things in life. That's just how it is. So the foundational thing has to be first, okay?
Always.
And the surface stuff needs to come second. You must have excellent communication skills, and you must be friends, able to have fun with one another.
Yes.
That's how we made it work.
Yes, and laughter. Lots of laughter.
Lots of laughter, lots of fun.
Yes.
Gotta have, that's in my foundation, I told you. That's in my foundational. Must have fun.
Yes.
Fuddy-duddy's not allowed.
Well, guys, we're going to leave it here.
Yeah.
And we hope that you had a great time, or you heard something that
Yes.
you liked or didn't like. We'd like to know about it. Drop it in the comments
Absolutely.
box below.
And guys, please support us if you can. www.urbanwellbred.com.
Yes, and please don't forget to like.
And share. And please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace.